Looks like the only difference actually between the two agent selections is Omen and Reyna. What are your thoughts on Reyna so far?
I like her. She seems really viable. I think she's a little too close to Sombra in terms of just design and some. What is
That's
this boost
exactly
going
what
on?
I thought.
What? Okay, they're trying to get this boost. Why?
Why?
I don't know if it's difficult or if they're just messing it up, but yeah, I don't. I feel like she's powerful, very viable. I don't think she's OP yet. I think she's just kind of filled sort of a different niche where she can lurk really well. She can she could just be an aggressor from a different position away from the main hit. You know, it doesn't even necessarily have to be a lurk, but she forces you to pay attention to her.
And you see an instant garage push. She's waiting pretty patiently, but is she going to be able to get anybody? That's a nice grenade. Going to force her to move out. Giving up area of garage and splitting up C as Hayes Cole is going to pick up people in the back as well. That is 3 people down on both sides in a pretty quick little skirmish.
Look at that rotate. They're already in because there was never really any presence towards A or B, so immediately we're going to see both players able to kind of take their time. Spike's still not down. So defense able to take his time completely.
A good wall walk, but unfortunately not enough. There's a spike plant. Bailey Tonic picking up a kill. Oh, a nice rotate. Hammer picks up 1. He did a good amount of work in the last game. I remember casting him. Oh, he runs straight into Hayes Cola, though, and a pretty intense first round.
Yeah, that's a pretty solid one-on-one, and, you know, that's just a lot of angles to play there. You know, you kind of get lucky there if you're in a one-on-one position with little utility to work with. There's kind of not much you can do, unfortunately.
I think he did a pretty good job with what he was given, but he was expecting a higher ground position from Sage, who decided she just wanted to go around the box.
Yeah, very solid peek there. Just instantly blows the head right off.
We're seeing a more spread out approach. Sage even chilling out in spawn for a little bit. Just going to slowly go and pick up that spike, I suppose.
Defense read that push really well. They were already set in this position. Ooh, good punish.
Heard the ult orb, came and got some damage. Sage going to come in for the heal, though, but Bailey Tonic and AJ Little picking up people at basically the same time. Meaning A is free for the taking.
Let's see if they rotate in time again for this. And despite having pistols only, they can still try to get a kill or 2.
And an unfortunately placed orb actually falls through the door.
Riot, please.
Oh, runs straight into Raze and it gets instantly killed. There's the grenade. There's the damage.
That's unfortunate because he got the second chance at life there after catching Raze with utility out and still loses the aim duel. That's just heartbreaking. Good heal, very clutch.
Reyna gonna duck back and grab that healing. Yeah. Shooting through the orb. Reyna's waiting to use Leer, waiting until they can bait out the other utility.
The defense kind of throttled through the same entryway here. This is going to be really tough for them to come through.
And it looks like they waited just a little bit too long. Hayes Cola picks up 2. AJ Little's got a 3rd, and attackers win another round.
Yeah, Dursa gets one, but it's just not enough. And when you come in that late, and when you don't really have the ability to either get around quietly, or if you just wait too long to split up, you got 3 people watching the same angle, and they don't need to check anywhere else. You're going to lose that fight.
And I want to praise them I want to praise UT Dallas for the patient offense. They spread out and they didn't hard force anything. They waited until they got the picks and made a smart rotation. I thought that was pretty clean play.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, it's this sort of stuff you just love to see. It's good fundamentals because they're not doing any, like, crazy tricky plays right now. They're just kind of patiently waiting, throwing utility out little by little, taking some map control, trying to force some encounters, and they seem to be farming ult orbs pretty well. That's one thing I feel like a lot of teams do not really farm ult properly. They still treat this game like it's just an FPS.
I got flamed the other day because I was playing a game and told a Sage to pick up an ult orb. And they were like, I don't even remember what it was about. They got angry. I was telling them what to do, I guess. But Cat picks up one in garage. And yeah, I agree. I think that's an important objective to play around.
Yeah, it's free utility. Why would you not pick it up if you can clear it out? It's just as and they're always placed at important parts of the map. So I don't know.
Sniper's got a decent spot.
Ooh,
go.
Great wallbang.
Oh, he picks up the second one. No. Hemmer picks up the second one. He knew that they would be looking at heaven, so he was on the bottom. Good little Trixie.
Smartly moving out from his position there too. Apocalypse keeps strafing out from position so that even if they peek and try the pre-fire based on the pre-existing knowledge, he will be able to capitalize off of it. And it's kind of just shut down this A play entirely in its tracks.
Hey,
Spike's still there, but very tentatively peeking.
Yeah, Hey, Cola's in a dark spot right now.
Backing up and look at that flank too. The defense even had it completely shut down from B. There's just nowhere for them to go.
A good round from the defenders, and he'll have enough money to have a good buy this round anyway, but peeking did get him killed and was not able to save himself.
Still close, still 1-2 early on in the game, but we're already seeing a little bit of that economy starting to come into play. Both teams getting pretty close to having full ults though, which is always important in a map like this.
It almost looked there for a second like UT Dallas. Yeah, they're having an econ round.
I can't particularly blame them. And that's some. You guys got raised.
Unfortunate. Raze picks up 2. We were just talking about the value of her ult. I feel like that's pretty dang good value. It blows through the door.
Yeah, minimum 2. You definitely want to get that. That's just. Maybe not on an eco round where they're going to be low armor, but a guaranteed kill is a guaranteed kill, especially in a game like this with healing.
Woman is still very low. So is Raze.
Notice Skirsta respecting that deep corner too. Not necessarily thinking it's clear, but peeks it as far as they can. Spike slowly but surely heading up towards mid, but they don't really have a ton of map control. Look at how low those health bars are across the board for the attackers.
Oh, rock straight into Dursa. Good patience. It doesn't matter. Apocalypse, Cat picking up Bunny CCS as well. And only one remains.
Around that corner.
Oh, and he's got it. Oh, never mind. Defender's going to pick up another one, and that'll make it 2-2, tying it up.
Adolfo decided to go sicko mode over in the corner there real quick, but unfortunately couldn't land the second one. That was a really impressive shot.
Yeah, it was. I genuinely believed he had it there, but you know what? We'll give him another chance later.
Yeah, couldn't quite stabilize after that first disgusting flick, but that's just one of those things that comes with time. You know where the headshot angle is. It was just a bit off there, but it was still a pretty solid effort. Still got a shot off, but not quite that time. Close, but no cigar. But we are tied up 2-2. Anyone's game at the moment.
A more spread out push. Kind of an odd blast pack personally, but you do you. Weird champ.
Yeah. Both teams fully kitted out this round too, so we should see a pretty conservative push at the moment as the spike's down outside of A, and it doesn't look like anyone really wants to commit to a push too much yet.
Yeah, sparingly using utility to make people think they're going one way, but not really pushing any of the sites so far. Hey, Spy 1. Are they going to trade? Yes, 1
trades it out immediately, though. That's just one of those risky spots where, especially with how tagging in this game is, once you get hit by a bullet, if someone can trade you out immediately, there's nothing much you can do if they're going to peek you. You can't run away.
Yeah, and Sage was able to save that 1v1, so they made it back to all 5 of them. They were able to pick up another one, and now it's a 5v3.
Big utility from Sage.
Woo!
Uses the blind, just completely disregards. Excuse me?
Use the ultimate to try and gain some information. They do know now that Sage is back sight. I'll walk around the orb. There she is. Are they going to be able to get it? Yes, they are. Attackers win again.
Great crossfire there. Gunner gets one down before eventually falling themselves, but not enough here.
UT Dallas lost the last 2 rounds. Decided to pick it back up. Say, hey, may not have the full momentum, but we can pick it back up.
My bad.
Yeah, it is your bad. You should feel bad. Shame.
Dude, in my very core. Let's see.
Right.
Gonna be an eco round. We're gonna see. I think, despite all the meme videos about the shotgun, in the right position, it really is a pretty solid weapon.
Absolutely. I think I like using it on defense garage of this area of Haven. I think it's really good.
Yeah. I think at the moment here, the best the defense can really hope for is just to slow play some angles, try to steal a weapon from Texas here. But it's not all for naught. They need to try to, even if they can't win the round, they need to try to attack their economy, attack their utility, make it so that even if they win, they don't do it for free.
Yeah, does have that garage or shotgun, and then playing against a really slow offense, a very cautious offense.
And they don't even have the spike on them. They're content to just kind of leave it back towards spawn in that BC area. Sage the one this time. You see Sage and Cypher able to solo hold sites. Just so much good utility, and because of how small the corridors are between the sites, the controller types can really just flow between where they need to be. And if your communications are good and if you have a good read on the game, you can just assign those players where they need to be in the moment. You don't need to have a B player, a C player. You just have your I need you now player.
Brimstone ultimate to try and force off the side. Oh, another one. Great orbital strike. Separates the team. Darcy's going to pick up one. Hammer's got himself one as well, and the defense is on a roll right here.
Seconds left too, so that stop them from pushing the site too quickly.
There's that stem beacon. That's pretty good. Spike carrier was killed. Can they do anything else? They don't have the time anymore.
Yeah, no, that's one of those examples where the orbital strike didn't really kill, but completely stopped the push in its tracks. So, despite that, that's one of those things that just does not show up on the scoreboard. A great heads-up play by the defense to be able to completely punish University of Texas for taking too long to commit to a site and not really noticing, hey, the guy who can nuke us from space says no.
Yeah, I gotta say that was a pretty weak offense from UT Dallas. They taking so much time to basically do anything that when they were able to make the one push that time allowed them, like you said, orbital strike just stopped it dead.
Oh no! Oh no! Tries to ban up the shoulder peek there.
She's ultimating though onto the one place that doesn't have, like, there's just a Cypher and he's in no danger of getting hit by this ultimate.
Yeah, no, it kind of just hits it with zero information. You'd almost think it was a misclick. It's unfortunate, but at the same time, they didn't see anyone panic, so maybe they can work off that information.
Cat peeks out just a little too far as a good Brimstone smoke cuts off A. Makes that dangerous
Look how quickly the defense already is rotating off of C and B. This is going to be tough if the attack does not commit and get the spike down as soon as possible.
Cypher picks up the spike, in A short, and they're going to retreat backwards into a raise. Got a good position. They know she's there. No. Oh. Unfortunately, wasn't able to get two.
Great information there. It seems like British Columbia is able to get the initial read right, but then they just keep getting juked out. University of Texas just drops them back another way. They find you won the battle, we'll win the war. They just keep coming through and showing the new way, but this time, Cat.
Another excellent smoke.
Ooh. Pisses on them like a litter box.
Nah, just into the open and waiting arms of Cat, who had something to say to their faces.
Oh yeah, that was a really solid hold. Waits right on the other side. That takes advantage of the difference in vision between those waiting on the other side of the smoke versus being in the smoke, and knows that with the amount of time left on the clock and the way that they were running through, they've got to come to him. So very well played there. Just out aims it on top of everything else.
Definitely seeing more back and forth game. It's not like win 4 games, lose 4 games, anything like that. It's been very 1-to-1.
There hasn't really been a singular push that's worked out too well either. Texas and Dallas is really being forced to like win their plants.
You gotta pop that Cypher trap and get instantly popped. Eclipse picking up 1, 2, 3. He is a madman and definitely a boon to the defense right here, as they're maybe gonna get off the plant, but are they gonna be able to defend it? Omen trying to go for the teleport, flubs it at first into Hammer, and some awkward teleports every time.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, but that's gonna be an easy defuse, and you see Apocalypse having that patience once again, using Using Cypher's utility there to just completely spot out the push. You can't really do anything there. They know where you are. They know where you want to go, and the guy's got good aim. It's simple as that. And you know, they get the money for it, but at what cost? They get a little bit of plant money, but now they're on pistols again.
Yeah,
they
looks like we're
only
looking at
have
another
2
econ
ults.
round. On the other side, Gunner62 does have an operator, and everybody else is rocking either a Vandal or Phantom.
And 9K in the bank. He's collecting interest on those credits at this point. They're starting to pick up some momentum here on the defense, and Dallas kind of needs to win this round if they don't want to get steamrolled or bankrolled at the very least for the rest of the half. Because even if they win this round and win out for the rest, I don't know. It's just difficult to go against that much equipment over and over and over again.
And we're going to start off this round a little bit rough as Cat picks up a quick first kill. Trying to go through mid, but everybody knows it. Sage keeping a post up on Garage. And they're expecting the reverse flank. See, Omen was keeping an eye on window.
Yeah, BC not pushing from A or C right now.
There's the poke.
Kind of let the mid poke happen, but...
And it's like everybody's just walking in to get instantly shot.
Yep. The trades
got
are
the
not
blind,
happening
but gets
right now.
anyway.
Where's the utility on that peak? They just dry peaked that. It seemed like they didn't really challenge any of the other sites to make them look anywhere but mid. They just walked into it.
And it feels like they're not as afraid of the smokes as maybe they should be. I've seen them a few times now rush into the smoke instead of waiting it out or perhaps extending their utility to try and cover past the smoke.
Feels a little puggy, unfortunately, but let's see how they adjust to it because they have the aim. I think they just need to, use a little utility better and dial it back a little bit, be a little patient. Ooh. Nice flick attempt by Gunner, but gonna get away with the life there. Bonnie lucky to be alive with 23 health. Jesus. The spike though, despite that hero blade towards C, not really gonna get anything from it. Can't really see anywhere. There's no extra information gained.
Yeah, I guess they know that Sage is at C, but really, what does that get you? An odd Omen orb. I guess it does cover his friends who might be going into Garage, but they're not pushing with it as Cat picks up Hayes Cola casually.
Yeah.
Just in an unhappy spot altogether, to be honest with you. And she missed the camera. We won't say anything, I promise.
Yeah, no one saw that. Don't worry.
Nice little
AJ
Molly.
Little in a very unfortunate situation.
Yeah, he thought they forced her out with the Molly, but didn't matter. She has the ultimate. Cat's got his Vandal. And that is one left on the side of the offense as Dursa tries to be a hero. Not Dursa, sorry. Bunny CS.
Little raise on Razak here.
They know where she is. They've got the Bunny. There's the space hopping, and there is the Defenders win. 7-3.
Fortunately, the Bunny's caught and is going in the soup.
Taters, what is taters? Nah, I'll bring out the Lord of the Rings references.
No, it's okay. If we have a good audience, they should appreciate it.
True. And we're seeing a pretty similar strategy, you notice. It's just all around, leave Eclipse. Eclipse. How do you pronounce his name? I've tried it a few different ways, and I never know if I get it right.
I said Epocalypse before, and that's not even like close to right, but it rolled off the tongue, so I was just like, what sounds smoother?
Eclipse. I'm just going to call him Eclipse.
I think that's it.
Having a great mastery over A site.
Yeah, neither of the wing sites are really being challenged here. We saw Raze try the challenge at C Long, but they didn't do anything. They didn't actually take any position. They just kind of like threw some utility out and sat there. And you're on the attacker. You have to make something happen on the map. There's no reason.
Ooh, Raze is gonna get him this time though.
Make it happen.
She picks up a second one. Bunny CS actually having a decent push onto A. Brimstone's ultimate's gonna not do much for them, but at least create some space, as it is a 3-2. Attacker's got a bit of an advantage this round.
Yeah, not a bad rotate time, but you're gonna hear those steps on the way in. Oh no, that's a two-person swing there. Cat back up, Bailey down.
This could be the swing as Dursa picks up Adolfo. There's one left. And unfortunately, she was watching that hallway, but is she going to be able to do more? Sage gets the peek, gets the kill. An easy defuse.
That was such an important res there. Great usage there, just pretty much secure the round. Even though they still wound up having 2 players alive, that was the difference. They were able to cover so much more space. They can cover each other. It just puts so much more pressure on the last people alive. That's just the sort of utility you see go off, and you just groan as the clutch player.
And I really thought that UT Dallas had a good push there. I thought that this was going to be a round where they maybe started getting momentum.
Walled them off through an, I might have even thrown an orb, but yeah, they completely, they tagged them up and everything, but once that third player came back into the mix, it just snowballed.
Started going a little downhill as they've got 2 on B mid, which is a pretty smart idea. The team has been showing a lot of mid action, even if they don't always push it. I feel like they always send at least 2 or 3 people there just to watch.
Yeah, you need to at least have it, but the problem is, despite I agree that you definitely need to always have some mid presence, but they're not doing anything on A or B, on A or C, I'm sorry, to really draw the respect of the defense away from just staring at mid.
Bunny
the
CS
mid players
just
can't
walk
do anything
straight
if they
into
have an
it.
opening.
A good teleport from Bailey Tonic, though, is going to afford him a nice little attack. He's not going to take too much damage, but he's got 33 health left, so Eclipse just with a quick cleanup. Wow, that sentence kicked my butt.
Once again, another great ult in the form of the Orbital Strike coming in. That doesn't do damage per se, but forces the opponent out into the crossfire. So with nowhere left to go, except to die. So
Bailey didn't really have a choice there. He had a nice teleport at the beginning, but did not choose the best exit strategy.
Yeah, that's the biggest problem with B. Once you're in there, you're in there.
And it looks like that might be the go-to for them anyway. They've got everybody positioned around actually, and seeing a nice. It's almost like League, you know, nice 5v5 split.
Yeah, absolutely, and yeah, because of how quick these, how short these corridors are, you can really just get away with letting people just kind of drift wherever the action's going.
Alright, no raises. There's a satchel. One bomb buddy for a distraction.
Everyone's favorite ability.
But Sage is up in the window.
Taking her down this early in the round would be massive.
That's a good grenade for space. Raises in a corner, though. Not much more she can do. And that was an excellent use of utility to force Bunny CS into a position that she can handle. And AJ Little picking up 2 before going down.
Yeah, that's just a great push. Split through C, you take that short B position, and there's not really anything you can do if you're the sole C person trying to watch both of those angles.
Hammer with the headshots on that Ghost, looking pretty clean. And Attacker's just, with an excellent push, able to keep this and secure the site.
Yeah, BC seems like they're pretty warmed up from that dominant defensive round and don't seem to want to let their foot off the throttle here. And I don't really see them letting up either. They're going to have the advantage. They're going to be able to buy up as much utility as they want, and they seem pretty successful in just kind of poking where they want to poke and going where they want to go.
And we're seeing, it looks like the only people really buying guns are Dursa, Hammer, and Eclipse. Got 2 Bulldogs, and no, 2 Spectres actually. Cat's going to pick one up, and Gunner actually. So a full, like, light buy is what I would call it on offense.
Yeah, you'll see that they're still respecting mid, and oh man, look at this push out. They're just going to YOLO rush through into the spawn.
An interesting defensive choice.
Seems like Gunner forgot how many bullets were in the clip there as they find themselves a bit out of position.
Ooh, a nice shotgun from Hey It's Cola, gonna get him a kill. And it's now a 4v3.
Yeah, that's
on the side of the offense.
Not only getting the shorty kill, but securing themselves a Spectre to work with.
I think this is a pretty good spot from Cypher and Brimstone. Yep, pick up one. Unfortunately, they're not going to pick up the second one, but Cypher is. And that leaves only stage left. Nope, never mind. The attackers win again.
That's unfortunate too, because AJ heard the fire coming off to the right. I think they just committed to jumping in there with the knife and just kind of. I just don't think they fully registered what they were hearing there.
An excellent offensive round, though. Altogether, I mean, obviously it wasn't completely flawless, but I would consider that a pretty clean round.
Absolutely. They handled that 5-stack push pretty effectively, and in the meantime, we're also applying pressure to C. So not only did they deal with the threat, but they were taking map control in the meantime. So they really didn't. There wasn't a lot of waste of movement there.
Looks like they're stacking up on a different side of the map this time. Gonna try a different sort of strategy as Brimstone might be peeking in a little too far. Yep, Adolfo gonna get easy cleaned up with a nice rush.
How is Adolfo? How did he expect to get out of there if things went south? There just didn't seem like there was a backup plan in mind, as BC just, you know, I think this site's theirs now.
Yeah. Nursa picks up too, and honestly, it's so hard to retake it at this point. I mean, Hammer picks up another one, and you're watching it. They have eyes everywhere.
Great camera position, great crossfire setup. That's just a methodical A take, and they're showing different looks on offense. They just went C the previous round. Now then they went A. They aren't just holding in B, and it's just you can't be that passive on attack.
No,
so we
absolutely
can see that,
can't.
And we can see that clearly. Both teams have good aim. It's just a matter of timing and utility usage.
Yeah, UC Dallas was trading so well early with UBC that I honestly expected a slightly more competitive game, but it really does feel like UBC just downloaded their opponents.
Absolutely. They kind of found the playbook online, pirated it off of Pirate Bay, and it's just been kind of like, you know, checking it out between rounds, and you go, oh yeah, no, oh, they're going there. Okay.
And an early pick allows for a nice take of C site as what could be the last game.
Yeah, and you know, Dursa can really just get away with throwing that ult there because they either get the kill or know that no one's there, and that's short of a corridor. That's just such a strong position for a Raze to lock down.
Omen tried to peek with that blind, got instantly shut down.
Oh, that's a
Adolfo
great pick
and Bunny CS going down as well. There's one left, and that is the game.
Yeah, really clean win there, 13-3, and some great